Here are all the worst gym archetypes that go to your gym, ranked on a tier list, starting at the top with eye gouging and going all the way down to good value. Now, just a pre-warning to some of these, because many of these people that train at your gym will make you want to gouge your eyes out when you witness some of these guys in action. So make sure you guys leave a like on the video, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. But without any further ado, we're just gonna jump straight into the first one. Now, the first person that we have is the Tattoo Bandit. So this guy comes to your gym and he's got his ex's name tattooed on his forearm, and he's probably got like an angel, a clock, or a lion on his chest. He's just the tatted up guy that comes to your gym. He's got a new piece of ink almost every single week. Most of the time, this guy fancies a lot of the goth chicks in the gym. I know one of these guys personally. You know, unless she has daddy issues, is smothered with tattoos, he has no interest in anyone else. I'm sure you guys know someone that is pretty similar to this. To be honest, this look isn't the worst. You know, it gives off that sort of bad boy impression. You know, some chicks sort of love that. You can kind of tell without like even speaking to a guy that looks like this, that he just sort of has that sort of alternate persona. Sometimes these guys are enhanced as well, I've come to find too. You know, if they don't mind putting needles with ink into their body, they're probably not gonna mind putting needles with oils inside of them either. So, you know, two of them go hand in hand. I'm gonna put these guys up in, I was gonna put them in decent members. I don't really have too many problems with them. All right, next up we have is the tonsil tennis gym couple. This is that one couple you see at the gym that just have absolutely no care for public display of affection. Like, you'll see them like slapping each other's asses, you know, getting up between sets, kissing each other and shit like that. It's just, honestly, when I'm looking at that sort of stuff, I'm just like everyone's watching you do that. It looks a bit weird. It's a bit much. I mean, you know, just save it for the bedroom, honestly. I've never understood like over display of PDA at the gym. He'll be mid-set and she'll be like bent over, giving him a kiss on the lips. I don't mind if you're just showing affection. I'm gonna put this up in torture, to be honest. All right, next up we have is the OF 10 sets of mirror selfies thirst trapper. So this is that chick that comes to your gym with the most revealing outfit you've ever seen. But they come to the gym just to get some fresh material for their OF page. Yeah, honestly, some of the stuff that these girls wear, every single year it becomes more and more revealing and just less and less clothes. When you're wearing like a one piece to the gym, I don't know, super revealing stuff. Yeah, they love doing 3 sets of mirror selfies, and they're doing the most, to be honest. I'm just gonna put it up in torture. Save that for when you're at home. All right, next up we have is the gym junkie. Now, this is that one crackhead that comes to your gym and he's just doing these weird rope exercises, or he's like throwing his body around like you've never seen before. Honestly, they'd be doing exercises that you're just like, how are you even getting in that position and doing that? They're really like super energetic because, I don't know, they're on a 4-day bender of amphetamines. I feel like they're coming to the gym just to release some energy because their dopamine is just through the ceiling. But yeah, this is just that crackhead that you see throwing himself around the gym for no reason, and you don't want to go up and say anything either because he could probably just lash out at you for zero reason whatsoever. Sort of those guys you want to avoid as well because super unpredictable dudes. Yeah, they just be doing really wacky stuff in the gym. To be honest, they're a bit of entertainment to watch unless you've had a bad experience with these guys. You feel like if you were to go up to him and ask if he has many sets on a machine left, you have no idea what he's about to do next. Throw his water bottle at you or start bawling his eyes out and run out of the gym. Who knows? I'm just gonna put them up in decent members. I guess they come into the gym to release some energy, so they're kind of funny to watch as well. If they're not really bothering anyone, just embarrassing themselves, I guess they're pretty good value. So, all right, next up we have is the hooded smooth criminal. So this is the guy in the gym, his hoodie over his head, headphones on, just in his own world, minding his own business, and he just does not want to be bothered for the next hour and a half. This guy is definitely trying to act real nonchalant. I'll see them get up off machines sometimes and just stare at the floor to go get a drink and then walk back and stare at the floor again, back to their exercise, whatever they're doing. I don't know, there must be something really interesting on the ground because they just love staring at the ground. You won't even see them on their phone. It's just like they're completely locked into the gym, which I can respect. They come to the gym, they don't want to mess around with no distractions, and who knows. These guys are gonna I can respect the mindset, so I'm gonna put these guys in good value. You're pretty much an NPC to them. They just want to come to the gym, do their workout and leave without any anyone knowing, really. All right, next up we have is the jeans wearer. So this is the guy that comes into the gym and for some weird reason, he's wearing jeans. Now, you can't fathom why, you can't understand how he's not hot. He's just doing it because it's just a big you statement. Yeah, I haven't really experienced this too many times myself of the guy coming into the gym wearing jeans, but it is the complete opposite of gym attire. Maybe that's why they do it, because it's just complete 180 fashion choice to what you should sort of be wearing when you're exercising. It's not mobile to wear jeans. You're sweating them, they're too hot. They're not very airproof either. They're just not gym clothes. I don't know. It doesn't bother me that you're wearing that, but I can't understand it. So I'm gonna put them up in unbothered, I guess. They're not doing any harm. All right, next up we have is the machine waiter. This is the guy that comes up to you and asks how many sets you got left. You say 2, and he just stands there and waits for you. Basically makes you hurry up. Usually when someone approaches me and asks me how many sets I got left on a machine, if I say anything more than 1, that means you go and find something else to do for 5 minutes and then come back and ask me again. It does not mean that you stand there and wait in front of me for 7 minutes and try and, get me to hurry up. Most of the time I will just say, oh, jump in, no problem, whatever. If you ask someone how many sets they got left on a machine, they say anything more than 1, that means come back. Personally, these guys are a bit eye gouging, so I'm gonna put them up in eye gouging. I can't work out when you're just standing there staring at me. I don't know, it's just a little bit off-putting. All right, next up we have is the ego lifter on a speed run to developing tendonitis and having a complete tendon off bone injury. This is just the big ego lifter at your gym. This guy, whenever he does an exercise, he has absolutely no range of motion whatsoever. It's a bit laughable to watch. I have one of these guys at my gym. You just watch him, you're like, dude, there comes a point where I respect that you're progressively overloading and you're trying to get a little bit stronger, and then it gets to a point where it's like, man, you're not even training your muscles at that point. You're just training joints and tendons, really. It is a little bit torturous to watch these guys and just sort of stand back and cringe because you don't know what's going to happen, especially when they're doing things like overhead press, like shoulder dumbbell press or something. You don't know if their shoulder's going to come back like that and just completely dislocate out of his socket bone or something. I don't know. I've seen some pretty scary scenarios of people lifting way heavier than they should. I'm not talking about just like, shaking or whatever. That's fine in my eyes. But when you start curling back to get a rep up and you just, especially doing shoulder press, if you can't even lift them up yourself or you need tremendous help just to get any weight up to do the exercise, I don't think you should be lifting that weight. So I'm going to put these guys up in eye gouging. I mean, you're just gonna hurt yourself at the end of the day. All right, next up we have is the short dude thirsty gym bro. Now, I have one of these guys at my gym and you just always see them talking to girls. There'll be a group of girls and he's obliged to have to go over and have legit like a 20 to 30 minute conversation about, I honestly wonder what they talk about sometimes because I'm just like, man, what are you doing? Go get food with them after gym or something.
Oh, like I just saw you and I was like, oh, yeah, I just need to go and talk to her and I was, what I mean? I was just like, oh wow, she's really pretty and yeah, I was just like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was just like, I was gonna get your number and never mind.
I don't know. When I go to the gym, I want to train. I'm not trying to spend half an hour conversing. But anyway, this guy's always just doing the most as well to try and build up a roster at the gym. In my eyes, it just comes across as too much. It appears like he's just being a fruity friend. This guy's never really making much progress with what he's clearly trying to do.
Excuse me? Oh, sorry. Oh, we were just wondering how many sets you guys have left, because we're actually both going to use this one.
Yeah, we're just like that.
Oh, you're just getting done? Okay, actually, I just want to talk to you, though. Yeah, we're just messing around.
Thank you. I
What?
have a boyfriend.
Oh.
Nice dude. Sorry.
Oh, alright, never mind.
Sorry.
Hey, where'd you get that, though?
Huh?
Where'd you get that, though?
What?
That beauty.
Oh.
I'm just playing. Alright, have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good night, man. That was cringe.
It doesn't bother me too much. It's kind of amusing to look at. I don't know if you're getting much out of what you're doing, but I'm just going to put them up in unbothered. All right, next up we have is the 10 weeks out from competition open class division bodybuilder. So this is that Jack Juicehead at your gym, probably wearing a stringer, absolutely diced to the gills. Usually a super nice guy as well. I've spoken to a few of these dudes and great to have a conversation too. They do come across as super intimidating, but you can to have a conversation or even ask a question about how to use an exercise or what he finds the best split to be or anything knowledgeable about gym, they're usually the guys that you want to go up to and maybe take a piece of advice from as well, because they've been doing it for years. Even though they're most likely on juice, if not always on juice, you can always take away some good gym advice from these guys. So I'm going to put them in good value. But anyway, guys, that's my tier list. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Also, if you want to cop any of my first ever merch drop, make sure you go to the link in the description where you can purchase some of these shirts if you guys do want to support the channel. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.